Please note, the views shared by host and guests are personal and not affiliated to any groups. This podcast is strictly for entertainment and general information only, and not for professional advice. Some topics may be sensitive. Listener discretion is advised. By watching, you agree the host and producer are not liable for any effects of the content within. All right, welcome to yet another edition of the Me podcast. This one is a special edition. It's a beautiful edition. And as usual, we broadcast. We cannot forecast what may happen. But yeah, anything can happen. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. And today we want to shift focus. Jokes. We want to be a little serious on the podcast today. Yes, sir. Yes, they cannot be serious. Yeah, and today on our episode, I am joined by the town clerk at Mr. KB Chafesuka. He is the town clerk for the City of Mutare, and we want to focus on. I have with me right here actually the budget consultation report. So we want to focus on the budget. We want to discuss the budget for 2026. Every year, I know City of Mutare comes through, and they flyers, you see it online. Please participate in the budget proposal. Please give us your views, give us your comments, give us budget address. We always get that. I'm sure if you are from Mutare, you've gotten that before. And this year it was slightly different. We had door-to-door consultations where people actually came through to your doorstep and asked you, what do you think? What do you want? And before Ndaitama pleasantries, town clerk, you told me about half of landowners participated in this year's consultation.
Yes, yeah. We have about slightly above 50,000 properties in Mutare. Okay. And we got responses that are almost 26,000. Okay. So that's a significant improvement from prior years.
Okay.
Yes.
And of course, our podcast is very unorthodox. No one morono ndatangira pakati.
Yes.
Ndatangira pakati ni gender.
Very unusual, yeah.
Now let's rewind. Mr. KB Chafesuka, our town clerk. Welcome and thank you for gracing our podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. And the big question, I know you've heard this before, a lot of people ask, did you know my credentials? Where does it come from? We know you as the town clerk, but what qualified you, or what qualifies you to be the town clerk?
Okay. Lampy, what I can say is, there's a system of recruiting town clerks in Zimbabwe, which is set by central government through Ministry of Local Government and Public Works. And there's a criteria that is followed. All I can tell you is I met the requirements.
It's a secret ballot.
I met the requirements, and I was subjected to 2 interviews at council level and also at ministry level. So I made the grade. So I have the qualifications that are required for this post.
And you had been acting for how long?
For 3 years.
3 years?
Yes.
And then substantive, it started, is it this year?
It's a year now. It started last year, November.
Okay.
Yes.
So you are not going to tell us about the qualifications. Entry point, do entry level.
No, my degree anodiwa aripo. Saka takapinda tika. So don't worry, the city is in safe hands.
Did they not say, I think we are overqualified?
Special entry.
All right, let's get straight into it. I know before we get into the budget, the 2026 budget, there's certain things that every other council faces. There's issues around service delivery. There's issues around with, reluctance by, the fire brigade and, kushikapa scene. There's issues to do with water. There's issues to do with sewer and refuse collection and things like that. How have you managed to deal with such issues? I understand we've won back to back. I think last year, best council, if I'm not mistaken. How have you managed to actually give us a smooth flow of these services?
Lampy, strengthened residents. We involve our ratepayers in everything we do.
Yeah.
And we give feedback. Gradually we are seeing that improvement in terms of revenue collection, which we then apply to service delivery. We also try to make sure that we live within our means, and we prioritize service delivery. Just to give you highlights, in the past 3 years, our average hours of water supply per day was around 15 hours. Now we are above 22 hours. Most of our suburbs get water 24 hours per day, but our performance is then diluted by a few areas that we are still, to complete servicing. And for your information, government has set minimum service delivery standards, and the national benchmark that has been set for councils to, at least achieve is 19 hours. So we are already above that benchmark. Talking of fire services, we were around, it was taking us around 25 minutes to react to a fire incident. Now we have reduced that in the past 3-4 years to 8 minutes to respond to a fire incident, from 25 minutes. And again, that's a significant jump. And in most cases, building yatsha, collapse, parallel, it's mostly because, at times the residents try to put out fire on their own. And in most cases, residents don't even have contact details for their fire station. The last popular fire incident that happened in town, when it happened, the owner of the premise had to drive
to the fire brigade.
To the fire brigade. Meanwhile, fire will be spreading. So every month when we send out bills, there's a number there, the fire brigade. And I encourage everyone to make sure that they have that number in their phones.
Okay.
Because it is very important.
Whilst you're at it, I understand that don't we have like an emergency line that's quicker and easier to claim? Like, 112, 911.
Yeah, in our strategic plan, we are having those conversations. We are trying to come up with that kind of arrangement, but at national level.
Okay.
Yes. So we are trying to devise our own, but it's not yet there.
Okay.
Yes.
Understandable.
Talk of refuse collection. We now have 15 reliable refuse trucks, plus 2 skip trucks. This year we started the refuse collection in Gimboki. This year we connected water in Gimboki. So we are we are not leaving anyone behind. Government mantra is leaving no one in no place behind. Yeah. So we have added Gimboki to our services, and we continue to improve. Revenue collection, we collect refuse on schedule. Unless better special, some issues, maybe combating a few problem or paita breakdown at times 5 trucks don't go to breakdown kawan. It happens, but it's very rare. In most cases we collect refuse on schedule, and in the past 2 years we're actually being asked to assist some other local authorities who were struggling with refuse collection. So that also confirms that we are on top of the situation when it comes to refuse collection. And then Siwa, we have one plant which is not fully functional, but our main treatment plant is fully functional. And if you go there, you will see for yourself the results. Check the inlet, the kind of wastewater that goes into the plant, and the outlet. You'll see that our team is doing very well, but we still have gaps when it comes to network maintenance.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the frequency of pests is an area of concern, and it's times we have sewer pests. Because of our gravity, even water pipe based, our network is very old now.
Okay.
So the frequency is quite high, and we are working on addressing that issue. That is the summary of when it comes to service delivery. Unfortunately, our main weak point is road.
I was going to ask about the roads. I just wanted to leave the elephant in the room for a later stage. But yeah, you can tell me about the roads, because this is one issue that's affecting not only in Mutare, but I would say most or all councils in Zimbabwe.
Yes, roads are very expensive. My personal conclusion is we are not getting enough to support road maintenance. I will give you our statistics. We have about 524 kilometers of road network as a city, and on average we destroy 25 kilometers per year that require rehabilitation, but we are only able to put together resources that can only accommodate the rehabilitation of 2 kilometers. No, that's a serious gap.
True.
A very serious gap. And at this trend, we may end up without roads at all. So roads are suffering serious.
So at a requirement of 25 kilometers per year, for the past how many years we've managed to do 2 kilometers?
No, at times we then sacrifice other areas to at least improve on the 2 kilometers.
Okay.
So it's not like a constant trajectory. There are changes. Like this year, when we were hosting the conference in Sanganai, I think we've done more than 5 kilometers, and that's a significant jump for us, but it's very unusual because of resource constraints. We get an average of 300,000 from Zinara every year.
That's 300,000 US
dollars.
Okay.
From our own collections, last year we were collecting around 300,000 also for roads levy, but when we increased in the current budget, we're expecting to collect up to $1 million.
Okay. Before you go further, is also to my layman, roads levy, no parking.
No, zvakasiyana. Roads levy ndiri kuyapa statement
redu
inenge yakatonzi roads special rate.
Okay.
Yes. Saka iyoyo ndo patiri kucollecta
300 as well.
So we then can only fund a rehabilitation of 2 kilometers because road is very expensive. From the estimates that have been done by our engineer, we require above 110 million for us to rehabilitate the whole network.
Wow. Okay, 110 million
US dollars.
And given an opportunity that the 110 million US dollars is available, how long do you think it can take to sort out the whole network?
I think that can be done within a year because you can hire a lot of companies to do different roads. That won't be a challenge.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but the major challenge is
the finances.
Yes.
Okay, understandable. I think isusu tinenge tichitaura tiri kudzimba tinenge tutaura ndisiri kuzviziva. We are quick to point fingers ka mari iri kuhiwa. So what happens to mari inonzi parking? I think me and plenty other residents think it goes towards road rehabilitation.
Yes, it also goes to roads, but it's also insignificant. I think our parking should be contributing less than 300,000, slightly above 200,000 per year.
Okay.
So it's also being channeled to roads, but again, if you put it together, it can only fund up to 2 kilometers.
Okay. All right. We want to get to the 2026 budget, but beforehand, we need for us to go further. What happened in the past? We had a budget for the 2024-2025 period, or the 2025 period. We've got a budget for it. For those projects that you initially wanted to do, what did you accomplish, or what do you look to have accomplished by the end of 2025 from the period Yatagatanga?
Okay. We have been able, Lampy, to complete a school block in Gimboki for Gimboki Primary.
Okay.
We also completed Chikanga Primary School. It's actually enrolling for next year. Okay. It's a new school. We also rehabilitated our Sakuva swimming pool. I think within a month we should be able to commission that swimming pool. It's a project that had been neglected for, I'm sure, 2 decades now. And our Sakuva Stadium is now hosting Premier League matches. I signed a contract for supply of bucket seats last week. And my hope is before year end we should get delivery of the bucket seats.
Are you implying if we get those bucket seats, chances are we can actually host the national team Sakuva?
The drive is to bring the national team to Mutare. But there are many other issues that we are still to comply with.
Oh, okay. It's not just the bucket seats.
Yes, we installed turnstiles for our gates, entry points, and there's a requirement for 6 more turnstiles for us to be compliant with FIFA standards. Okay. And we also need to completely revamp our changing rooms. There's a standard that is required for us to be able to host national teams. If we achieve those with bucket seats, it will be good to host the national team. We are ambitious, Lampy. In our current...
should be.
Yeah, in our budget for 2026, we have proposed to host the national team when commissioning the bucket seats. We've proposed to council that we get approval to host the national team, maybe for a friendly with one of our neighbors, maybe Mozambique, South Africa, within SADC. We'll see. It may be reality.
I just need a front row seat. Everything else does not matter. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. So also we've done roads. There has been significant investment in roads. This route from our fire station up to Park Road.
Okay.
We did Railway Avenue, a Bridge Road, and as we speak, we are working on Newcastle and Industrial.
And there's that one that's really bad. Was it Simon Mazorodze, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes.
That one, and I think kudos and thank you for that one, Ish.
Yes. So we have tried. There's been an improvement in terms of the roads that we have rehabilitated this year. And we have also strengthened our roads team by way of procuring equipment. We brought in several pieces of equipment for road making, including a JCB, some tipper trucks, water bowsers, not only for roads. In Mutare, isusu tunoti kunoku mvura inomboenda. Kumwe vanoti mvura inombouya. And in Mutare, mvura ikangoita 2 hours kusina, outcry yacho is just serious. So we now have a good fleet of water bowser trucks, so that whenever there's a pipe burst, when there's a challenge, we augment, we supply our residents with water. We also brought in a fire ladder. This is a specialized firefighting equipment. I think you saw it in action when it was rescuing someone from the court roof.
Yes. That gentleman. Fly. Yeah, but kudos, and we thank them for that. Because it could have been catastrophic.
So, and we're using that truck also to repair, our tower lights. You need that kind of equipment for your electricians to attend to the tower lights. We have done quite a lot, Lampy, for the community, just to support even water supply. We are currently working on a feasibility study to expand our water supply sources. Maybe you have not noticed, but every year around September, October, we experience serious water challenges in some areas, particularly in Darlington and
recently I saw
parts of Dangamvura. It's because during those periods there's high demand for water, and our supply will not be matching the demand. And that's a signal. You see, more townships are still being constructed around Mutare. So we have to act now. In fact, we are coming in late, but we are working on a plan to either put a water treatment plant in Osborne or expand our Pungwe water supply source.
All right. Okay, interesting things that you mentioned, and we like to applaud. I know that us as residents, we always like to complain, but I'd like to applaud the efforts and those significant, projects that you have managed to withhold from the budget 2024 into 2025. Here comes the question. I'm sure everyone watching this would want to know, what could be the stumbling block? Or what could be stopping the other projects from completion?
Which specific projects?
I am not at the moment. I'm not privy of the 2025 budget.
Okay.
But did you complete all the tasks that you had for 2025? There could be some that.
There are a number of projects that we did not complete. Hobart's Clinic is one such project. We had issues with the contractor.
Okay.
And
I remember we went there together.
Yes. We had issued the contractor, but now we are looking for another contract. But public procurement process is a long process. So obviously this year we are not going to be able to deliver that project. But we are doing our best. And we also had challenges relating to disbursement of devolution funds. We have not yet received our share for this year, so it also affects completion of projects. We also have challenges in procuring a contractor for Sakuva tennis courts, but I'm happy to confirm that we just concluded the contract today.
Okay.
So I hope by 31 December our kids in Sakuba will be playing basketball, will be playing tennis at the renovated tennis courts in Sakuba. We also have a number of roads that were initially targeted. When we increased the tariff for roads, there are figures that, projections that were made.
Yeah.
But collection for roads levy, not everyone is paying. We are collecting between 30 to 40% of what we bill for roads. So as a result, we are not collecting enough to do what we had projected. So these are some of the key projects. But if you look at renovations, we want to bring back the Court Road Theatre.
I've seen some works there.
Yes, we have done the external. Now we are working on the internals. We want our arts sector to, use that infrastructure.
Is that going to be privately owned? Are you going to give a private player?
In terms of the law, such properties are public properties. They are not allowed to be sold.
Okay.
You cannot sell that that building.
Okay.
And we have that mandate to make sure that it's available for public use. So if you are in the arts sector and you want to access it, you just approach council. We give you that opportunity to use it. When you are done, we open it up to the next person. So it's for all of us.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's not for individuals.
Okay, interesting. Makes a lot of sense. You pointed out something. You pointed out that a lot of people don't pay road levies. Do you mean that someone, when they get their bill, they select to say, I want to pay this, I don't want to pay that, I want to, or they just...
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yes, some prefer to pay certain services and neglect some services. But we are looking into, coming up with a formula so that when you come to pay, all tariffs should be having a share of what is coming into the pot.
Or data percentage?
Yes. So there should be a ratio.
Okay.
Yes. And the system should automatically allocate when you bring your $20, the system will do the mathematics and allocate to water, to road, so that, we provide the services that, everyone demands.
Okay, interesting. And you also mentioned the sports, the tennis courts, and this got me thinking. I had a sneak into the proposed budget for 2026, and I understand that. In fact, first I want to know who is billed the sports levy. Just before I ask the next question, who do you bill the sports levy?
Sports levy is billed every property in Mutare is built as that sports levy. And sports levy was not a creation of council management or councillors. It is the residents who demanded that we introduce a sports levy.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, not everyone is supporting it. But
when was this introduced?
Last year, when we went for consultations.
Okay.
The first meeting, I think that was the most highly attended meeting. And, guys from different sports disciplines came and they said, you guys, you don't want to support sport. We said we are struggling to support our Gusha team. It demands quite a lot every week. So then the residents suggested that, can you introduce a sports levy?
We did it by ourselves.
So it came from the residents.
Okay.
We did not suggest that one. What we only suggested was the education levy.
Okay. We'll get to talk about the education levy, but I understand from the sports levy, there's been a collection of maybe 23%,
Yeah, it's not
which
good.
is about, 49,000?
Yeah, it's not doing well.
Out of a billing of, estimated, it's a billing of 223,991.
Yeah, it's not performing well, but it was expected because not everyone welcomed it, but people voted for it.
Okay.
The problem with our people is they don't participate when we discuss budget issues. A few those that attend then make decisions for the rest. So the majority voted for sports leave, but we are happy we are doing quite well in the sporting area. We have sponsored a number of sporting activities within the city. We supported Gusha. This season was, much organized. A young team. It performed beyond our expectation. We supported the Mutare City Queens. We also supported our team for Tag of 4 with buses for the academy. And we expect to bring in boxing again.
Oh, okay.
Into the academy.
Bit by bit.
Yes, slowly. Yeah, and we'll also be including swimming and tennis.
Okay.
Into the academy.
I think when we went for the city council games, I realized that this year swimming was introduced as well as a sport
and golf.
Okay.
Yes. So we have supported, quite a number. The basketball, local basketball league. We also sponsored them for their league. Next month, December, we're going to be having games for people living with disabilities. Also nice. Sponsored by City of Mutare. We are also going to be sponsoring the karatekas in Mutare. So it's sports level in action. Talk of the renovations that we are talking of, your tennis courts, your basketball court.
But do you think as a nation and as well as a council, enough resources are being channeled into sport?
Yeah, no, it's a balancing act, Lampy. You appreciate that we are not collecting enough.
Okay.
And from that small pot, you want to provide water services, you want to attend to roads, you want to attend to refuse, to sewer, you also want to support sports. So we are not allocating enough because we don't have enough.
Okay.
Yes.
I can't say anything after that. Yeah. But okay. Going back to that, the whole challenges issue, what have been the other challenges in implementing the 2025 budget? You mentioned all these things. We had targets and what have you. What really is the stumbling block in implementing everything? Is it that you're not collecting enough? Is it that there are other things that, in fact, there are other projects that you channel your funds towards against what you propose?
No, we always work within our budgets. We are a public institution and we are audited by the Auditor General. So we don't, channel resources to items that are not budgeted for.
Okay.
But our challenges also relate to generally, the economy has not been performing very well. We appreciate that the economy is, stabilized and currency turbulence is, it's no longer as it used to be. And that has created environment for us to also be able to improve service delivery. But when your ratepayers are struggling to generate enough resources for their sustenance, it also reflects on the local authority, because that incapacity to generate enough is also reflected when they also fail to pay their bills in full or on time.
Okay.
And as a result, it then affects all of your programming.
I understand by June, I think council was owed over 2 million, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there's a lot, Lampy. If you look into this
I think
document,
it's over 2 million, if I'm not mistaken.
The local authorities owed quite a lot in millions. And you know, our wish is let me refer to the page.
Okay.
I hope I have it in here.
I saw it on the other budget.
On the other one,
yes.
Yeah, but
this report.
Yeah, but it's way more than 2 million. 2 million is just for Mutare Rural District Council.
Oh,
yes.
And
Mutare Rural is 1 million.
Okay.
Yeah, but the whole government sector owes City Council almost 3 million.
Okay.
Yes.
And individuals, if we add individuals,
I don't have the figure with me, but yeah, it should be above 10 million.
Okay.
That we are owed, yes.
Has anything improved? Because that was from the first and the second quarter. Has anything improved in the third? Are we looking to reduce that margin by end of 2025?
That there isn't much change. You know, it's almost like the same trend. But our roads levy has significantly improved.
Okay.
Initially, we were collecting less than 100,000. Initially, it was less than 50, and it has been gradually improving. And we are now collecting around 120,000 per month for special roads rates.
Okay. Yeah. And then whilst you're talking about these levies, there's the markets.
Yes.
Parking fees.
Yes.
Do these go towards revamping these markets? Do these go towards improving the roads, or what are they used for?
Yes. Yeah, sure. We, like if you look at our markets, this year we completed Bata Market. We are working on constructing another market within the city in the next budget, and we haven't done much for Mwamuka, but we have a plan that we are working on. We want to turn Mwamuka into a bigger market that also includes your green market.
Oh, okay.
Is on the other side.
Or like we bring the green market to
yes, on the other side of the market, and even flea markets. That side.
And what about my shed? I was there, I think 2 days ago. Top part. Is that
zvinoitika kumusika Lampy ndezvekuti we have concluded that they don't want the sheds.
Okay, how so? How did you arrive at that conclusion?
We constructed the Pegasus market. Nice sheds. We constructed that for that market. But if you go there, all of the traders are outside the sheds. all of them. So when we introduced the Mwamuka, we said, why should we waste resources to put up a shed when these guys don't want the sheds? But you know, the kind of a market that we are going to put up there is going to be informed by international standards. We are talking to some partners.
But you still haven't mentioned whether those funds, $1 a day,
I said,
does it go towards no projects?
Yes, okay. Yes.
Right.
Like I said, we constructed a number of markets, including the latest one is the Bata market. So we construct those markets
from
yes.
Okay. And are people still allowed? I know opposite Bata market, Pama weekends by Pepan Musika or something. Are people still allowed to do that?
No, we have a lot of illegal vending in the city, Lampy. Unfortunately, it's the law. We understand that someone would want to sell in front of OK. But mtemo wenyika udi hautendere wakagadzirwa neparliament hautendere mabylaws ecouncil adi haatendere. We also want to have order, you know, generally as a community. I just don't know kuti zvinofamba sei. Zimbabweans, most Zimbabweans, when we travel, if we're in Zimbabwe, we throw litter everywhere. We do all sorts of funny things. But the moment you land in Dubai or in Kigali,
you are looking for the bin. You can't even read. You can't even like, is that wait?
You see? So I think it's a culture. So mamakets amukutaura mazhinji acho ari illegal. Vari kushandira Mbata market, which was constructed by council, ndo were legalized to operate.
How has it been, manje, trying to put order?
It's not. Is there a lot of factors, Lampy? Atingambotaura munotika mapedza, but there are a lot of factors. It's not kuti tizokwanisa kuachieve. But we are trying our best. We want everyone to have a working space. If you go to our market iri kuBetu Sakuva, it's empty. If you go Chidzere, it's empty. But people prefer to sell right in the middle of the city.
No, but we
have people that travel all the way from Chipinge to Mbare kumpedza Nambo. Why? If we just develop a culture, so do you
think the problem is with us, or it's more with the people that are selling?
Zvakasangana, Lampy.
Because I recently
kutenga off to street kune challenge yazvo yekuti at times you are buying from a source which does not have proper sanitary facilities, health-wise, you see. So there are standards, health standards that we should comply with. So it takes two to tango. Arutenga wacho narutengesa.
Inini sa client handitengeri pasiri sanctioned.
Yes.
I never as a citizen of Zimbabwe.
Yes.
I only buy from licensed traders.
Yes.
I only buy from licensed markets.
Lampy zvirikuitika panyaya idzodzo munyika munomu. Not only markets, shops chaimo.
Yeah.
We have a lot of illegal products that are being sold. People are repackaging and in some cases selling underweight products. In some cases selling counterfeit products, which are even a risk to our health. Mamwe makenza akungowanda munyika munomu inyaya yekuti tiri kutenga zvinhu zvisirizo zvinenge zvagadzirwa mugoto. So at times big shops may appear cheap, but in the long run, big shops, big corporates, may appear expensive, but in the long run they are cheap. These cheap products that we buy in the streets create serious health complications for most of us. Tisingazive silently. Pese panoitwa maraids pachitestwa. At times yauri kuti Colgate historic Colgate. I mean, zvimwe zvinhu zvakatoiswa imomo. But because wangozona zvakachipa mustreet, you buy. Wozona mazino ese akupera kana akuchinja kala. You see? And my vegetables, Lampy. Tine dambudziko community block a sewage. Kuti harvest suwa.
But
do you understand the health consequences of that?
Yeah.
It's a serious issue. But kana uchingotenga mstreet unongoti zviripo. But ukatenga products
veg ngazonyasoziva kuti abva kupe.
You see, ndio dambudziko ratinaro.
Saka ukatenga reputable ningirikini, you can track back kuti.
Usually reputable companies, they don't just buy from anyone. They have a system of verifying if you are bringing in the right product. And at times, before they even contract you to be a supplier, they even visit your farm to see if you indeed are producing that product you are bringing to them. So it's for our health.
It's very interesting now that I think about it and picture it and imagine it. Consumer take record. And I remember there were some videos that were circulating. What do they call it here? What there's a term for it, is it? Where they block what David Amvura. I remember seeing an article by Council Yaitaur about it, like mentioning my repercussions. Actually, okay, I'm forgetting the term, but yeah, that process here, go to render to no blocker, to harvest fertilizer. Anyway, enough about that. I'm sure we've covered a lot about some of the things that happened. Let's go straight to what the reason we are here. The 2026 budget. I am looking at this pamphlet, very big. This is like the report. And there's a lot. There's comments from Umrat, who did the door-to-door. There's the way key stakeholders that assisted in actually spreading the message. But we want to compress it due to our time. Can you just tell me the highlights of the 2026 budget?
Maybe allow me to summarize this report first. Generally, we struggle to bring residents to our meetings. And our statistics show that in some worst cases, only 2 or 3 people come to a ward meeting in the prior years. I remember one year, mkomo wangu itaikariparire mapopu wakati no, you guys are failing to mobilize. We have very few people here. Let me assist you. Let's call off this meeting and reconvene tomorrow. So I'm going to take my loudspeaker in my car and assist you to
to conscientize people, tell people to come here.
Yeah, to spread the message so that we have better numbers. When we came back the following day, the numbers were even lower.
Yeah.
So we then said, let's try to expand, avenues through which we can communicate with our people, through which they can also communicate their views for council programming. So we introduced, besides the ward physical meetings, we brought on board an all-stakeholder committee. There are key stakeholders operating within the city, representing different sectors within the city. And we invited them to second 1 representative each. And we discuss development issues together with them. We plan together with them. Beyond that, we also use radio, mainly Diamond FM. We have a very good partnership with Diamond FM. We also use Manika Post and Herald and other newspapers to publish. We also have a chat robot where you can download all reports that we prepare per quarter, annual, financial statements, even notices.
Anyone can access.
Anyone can access.
All right, what we'll do, we'll get to those shortly. We'll take a break, and then when we come back, we can address those things, starting with the chat board.
Okay.
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, do you need to travel? Do you need to do things? Do you need to see things? Do you need a picnic? Do you need to hang with your croonies? Do you need a vacay away from your daily dose of life? Guess what, man? Get in touch with Royal Vacations. Check out the link below, and you too can enjoy a good holiday, a good day, a good team. It is team building. Ega, Royal Vacations, we got you. Even for your flights, just book with us. Check link below. Right, and we are back, and thank you so much. Ndombeta nchikangana ndokarairwa ka kuti ndinofana wangu andendinawo kana kuti machef wangu andendinawo. Kuno shout out goes out to Trouble. Remember, if you want your photography, if you want videos, if you want my drone shots, whatever it is that you want, anything to do with filming, he's your guy. You can check below. This is where the details are, and unongona my details are book now for your indoor photo shoots, outdoor photo shoots, and anything to do with my girls zangu and my picture. Get in touch with Trouble. Shout out goes out to Machisota, and they make sure that the sound is proper. If you want lessons, if you want to record my artist, kwete zimdanso jet gospel vegiti spoken word, and those that actually want to get their adverts done, commercial adverts, that's for your businesses, please do check the link below, and we get it done. And remember, this is the Army podcast, and I am sitting with the town clerk, that's Mr. KB Chafesuka, with the City of Mutare, Zimbabwe's gateway to the sea, and they too are taking. And if you've got views or comments, and if you want to question, you can just type the question below. We will make sure and team renyu mibvunzo ikabvunzwa pazasap tichapota kuti wauya wachipindura because pane dzimwe mibvunzo yandokanganwa.
Alright, no problem.
Please come through, feel free to ask the questions. Mr. Sadondo, yes, Mr. Sadondo, we'll put the details as well below, so that whoever wants to ane issue repeating and kana kuti arikuda fire brigade number at all, please just get in touch with them, and then they'll sort it out. And back to you, sir. We were talking about the highlights. You mentioned the chatbot.
Yes.
So
chatbot chakupa foot number mozoisa foot
papa
muruisa ipapa.
Okay. Nice.
And it's it's interactive. You don't have to take any lessons from anywhere to use it. You can use it to pay your parking.
Plus anditori nemunhu anenge atsamwidzana na madhamu ake uko chire chinotaura neni chega.
Okay, it's a machine. You'll be talking to a machine, so rest assured it will give you answers that you ask. And we also introduced Google Forms as part of our budget consultation, and it's quite interesting, Lampy. We were having an average of 400 to 500 per year people consulted in a city with 50 plus thousand properties, with the residents getting to 230 to 280,000 residents. And we then said these numbers are just too low. We cannot have 400 people deciding for 280,000 residents. So we then said, let's try to digitalize the process. So in the first year, it improved to around 3,000 when we first used the forms. Last year, I think we got up to around 5,000. But this year, we then said to our stakeholders, colleagues, can we work together to ramp up numbers? When we go out there as council, purely as council, there's mistrust, people are not willing to participate. Can you come on board?
Man, vara mpura mimi last week ndisikuda unyora zviro zvenyu.
Techida kuti mvura irambe ichigadzirwa naye kuti irambe ichiuya. Saka techida mare. But anyway, the stakeholders came on board. We designed the consultation survey forms together, and we agreed that Umrat will take the lead. Umrat, that's United Mutare Residents Association. They were leading, but they were working with all stakeholder groups. So they identified the enumerators, they trained them, they deployed them. And this process was handled at that level. No council employees went to participate in the door-to-door exercise, and the numbers jumped from 5,000 to almost 26,000.
Okay.
We are very excited, Lampy, from this development, because when we then make pronouncements, these are pronouncements that are coming from an extensive consultation process. And, I also then said, we have a bigger group that is very quiet, whose voice is not being heard because they are not participating. But we also have a very small group that is also very
very loud.
Very loud. Do you see?
Minority.
And their voices then, take precedence over the rest. That was my conclusion, because when this process was deployed, I was surprised. Especially the education levy. Remember, in the previous year, residents had said no more education levy. But we said education levy, we have a gap of more than 30 schools in the city.
Okay.
We need to construct and deliver 30 more schools for our primary school going children to be all accommodated, and to also get rid of hot city.
Okay.
No, that's too much.
I think for the benefit of vanenge vachirikuzia hot sitting, ndokuti vamwe vanopinda makuseni, vamwe vanopinda masikati.
Pasi pemuti.
Okay.
You see.
Yeah.
So takati izvozvo tinofana kuti tishande tigadzise. So I then proposed, when we commissioned Chikanga Primary 2, I proposed that let's reconsider this decision. I always say we've done very well when it comes to construction of schools. In the past 3 years, 4 years, we've delivered 3 schools. Okay. But this is a city of 1890.
Okay.
1890.
and let's just say our target is 30 schools, but in the past 4 years we've 3.
Okay. You see, so at this rate, I think we are on right track. So I propose that let's motivate this issue with the residents. If every party can contribute $1 per month, $12 per year, and we provide for our children decent school accommodation, I think it will be a plus for us.
Okay. If we, I'm not big on the accounts, I'm not big on numbers, but if we do that, $1 per household, $12 per year, how many schools can we build in 5 years?
In 5 years,
if Zkit by education levy at $1.
With the current collection levels and the model that we want to deploy beginning next year, we have capacity to deploy a school, to develop a school every year.
Okay. Interesting.
So and that's what we want. So in the consultation, we then said, we posed, one of the question was, we are proposing that we introduce, that was question number where we said, we are proposing to introduce education level, to bring it back. And it was a yes/no, just like your constitution.
Okay. Oh, yes. Do you like it or not?
Yeah. If you like it, yes. If you don't like, page 14.
Page 14.
Special education, special rates. So we propose that in the high density, each property will pay $1. In the low density, $2. Then the small companies, $6. Then the commercial institutions, they pay $12 per month. And we, from 25,353 responses, 18,470 said yes.
The numbers are right. Everyone is for it.
18,470, which is 72.85%.
Avana umboiswa maybe pakakonzi yes or
yes
no.
Or no.
Okay.
You see. So we are excited that the communities, we are giving the community a voice. and we deployed these partners to work with us so that they reach out to everyone. We understand that people are very busy, so that model we are going to expand it certainly into the future. So we expect residents to support this budget. It's their budget. And there are a lot of proposals that are in this report. What we are going to do is we're going to publish this.
Okay, where would this be published?
It will be on our chat robot. It will be in the Manika Post next week.
Okay.
And also in the Herald. And we will also share it with all WhatsApp groups that we have in the city.
Okay.
So
if to those who are not big on hard copy, you get a soft copy.
Certainly a soft copy will be released in the next 2 days.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So I'm lucky I'm privy to have gotten a hold of the budget for 2026. I don't know if there's any other anything else that is key.
Yeah, we are going to, residents indicated the top projects that came from residents. Number one is construction of a drug rehabilitation center.
Okay.
Yes.
That was my next question. I wanted to actually ask what we are doing as a city towards drug.
We will be working with central government. Council has already identified infrastructure that we're going to convert into a drug rehabilitation center.
Okay.
And a budget has already been allocated to that. Residents also requested that we initiate a vocational training center.
Okay.
To impart skills.
To avoid idleness.
Yes. And obviously roads, very topical in the budget consultations.
Ndotanga nekutoti mukuru muri panapa road yangu yekumba kwangu magamba.
And also to expand water sources. In this budget, we are going to be investing a lot in protecting our water sources. We want to guard generously. This is our advantage, our major advantage as a city. Our comparative advantage as a city is water. The quality is good. That's why you see we don't incur much in water chemicals. So we want to protect that, because there are some activities that are starting to happen upstream, which we think can compromise the quality of our water. And of course, we're going to be constructing more schools. We are going to be revamping the Kanga Sports Complex.
Oh, nice.
And we are also going to service Beira Corridor. It's one project that had been neglected for a long time, and it's now a top priority project in this budget. And roads, of course. We cannot plan without including roads.
Okay.
So these are the key highlights in the 2026 budget.
Okay. And I want to take you back slightly. I understand that it's there are few people who are talking about who are against the education levy, so we might just have to put that aside. It's no longer an issue because, as you said, it's there in the budget and anyone and everyone can see. So given that against 6,018 voted for 18,000 households voted for it, it automatically means that the education levy will pass. The drug rehabilitation center, have we acquired enough workforce to then my psychologists, doctors?
No, we haven't gone that far, but like I said, we are working with central government.
Okay.
This project is not entirely a council project.
Okay.
We are putting resources, and government is also putting resources into the same project. So just like what we do with
so schools, chances are doctors are going to be deployed, psychologists are going to be deployed.
Certain.
Okay.
Yes.
That would make sense because bana kuti tine building tofata ungana pepetese apa tese tuda kubatsirwa pasina mubatsiri.
No, we can't make that mistake. Yeah.
All right. And then okay, I've heard about I think there's something that I heard a couple of weeks back, the Institute of Civil Is that okay?
Protection.
Yes, civil protection. I think you did mention that, but I also heard that as a highlight of some of the projects you want.
It's a highlight. We partnered with Manigaland State University of Applied Sciences to, train civil protection experts.
Okay.
Starting with firefighters. Our firefighters are getting training in Belarus. They've been to Belarus. Next year, we're also sending them back again for more courses. And we then said there's a gap in Zimbabwe for firefighters. A lot of these guys are going to the Middle East. So we need to continuously train. So with that partnership, we believe we are giving a solution to the country, not only to City of Mutare.
Okay.
So yes, we recruit, train, and deploy.
Is this open to everyone or?
Yes, but there are minimum requirements. You need to have your 5 O levels, including mathematics and English.
Okay.
And you also need to pass an endurance test.
Ujoga. But I'm going to go get
So yes, it's there and it's doing well.
All right. So we await that. I think the first class will be next year. When is it? January intake?
The first intake actually completed the exams in October. And this December they're going to be deployed for their attachment, 6 months attachment on job training, and they'll be graduating mid-year next year.
Okay.
And today they were actually testing the endurance test was
for the next
for the next enrollment was actually today. Yes.
Mpana wangu believe it is true that vanhu vanopota vachimhanya nekamera vachitora madruze
ndo kwana inototaura kuti ini ndauya ini ndakaondera chikafu.
Alright, so there's pane nyaya inonetsa ndatoti whilst you're here I might as well ask. Procurement must stand.
All right.
That process, I've seen a lot of people being duped. I've seen a lot of people achinzi extend in and there ningi 2, 3, 4 owners and
Lampy the masters kune ma story anosirisa ndosangana nawo. Stand baba is big investment. You don't buy a stand just like you are buying mazepe in streets. Let's be serious. When you are investing in a stand, there are critical issues that you should check on. Due diligence.
Okay.
You are aware of a lot of reports that have been reported of what happened around the disposal of stands within the cities. We don't want to go there, but it should be, a signal. We should be learning from that. So if someone flies an advert for stands, my advice is check with your city council.
Azvirambidzwi
azvitomborambidzwi
patori nemunhu ane basa iroro kuti anofanira kuassist
vanhu variko kuhousing vanoenda every day kubasa. I've had a number of colleagues vakutozotifonera kuti ndakanzwa kuti kunonzi kuwesley kune mastands. This one is a very frequent scammer. mungoshandisa mastands ekuwestley ndanoshandisa the same model ukaita mastands ndini ndiri kumirira vanhu hakuna mamiddleman anotengesa mastands kucouncil. Let's be very clear. Ukanzwa munhu achiya kwauri achiti ndoda kuitira front yekutengeswa kwemastands, we have digitalized the process of allocating stands.
Okay.
It's a fair process. You have to be on the waiting lists, and when the stands are available, we advertise.
So there's take me through the process. You pay to be on the waiting list.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And when the stands are available, we then allocate using our computer. But the computer is programmed to allocate to the waiting list using, the
first one in, first one out.
Yes.
Okay.
You see. So that's the system that we use.
Okay.
And you cannot cheat that system.
What about developers?
Yeah,
how do we
that's why I'm saying you need to check with your local authority.
So they can tell you, yes, this portion, this developer so and so.
This one has been authorized, now has a permit to develop or to dispose.
Okay.
So we need to be very careful when it comes to selling of stands, because a lot of people are losing a lot of money. I had one guy who came in, and this story, also ended up creating problems for me. This guy akatenga stand from someone. Wakatengera stand kwaari uyu. Stand yanga yatengwa nekambani yake. Ichibva yapa toto nekambani yako inonzi Miltons. And it Miltons yobva ati mushandi wedu Lampy takupa stand yatakatenga kupi kukanzo. And it meanwhile kukanzo kune mashade deals anga achiitikawo. That same stand was sold to someone else again by council. Yambotengeswa Miltons, they are tengeswa to someone else. Then this company employee akatengeserwa stand uyu akatengesa kuna third party akabva afa pasina kuitwa change yemadocuments, but stand yamumaoko third party, and this third party akanovaka imba yake atoretire kubasa apiwa pension yake mvaanoise kuvaka imba yake ipapo, only for some guy to come some years later akabata title deed restand ubva ati koiwewe uri pastand panguru kudii
apa iwewe hauna kupiwa title deed neMiltons?
No, una agreement of sale nemushandi weMiltons.
Why?
And this guy avaenda court ichibva ati iwewe you don't have rights to this property. Abva auya kwatiri tikati but isusu we don't know you, in our records hamuna zita rako. Record ririmo ndere kushandi wekuMiltons akatofa kudhara. You see, it's very complex, and unfortunately, I tried to assist this guy. I will not mention names. I tried to assist the guy. I brought in him and his lawyer, and I also brought in the other party and this lawyer. But let's negotiate.
There's a structure.
Yes,
I would think that's the.
You see, and vanati ano vakatovaka kudhara. Saka isusu we agreed council yakatengesa stand kaviri. So anyway, I want to make a recommendation to council. Kuti ichikupa iwewe une title deed uchipiwa stand ne council naye.
Elsewhere.
Yeah, and elsewhere. But uyu asina title deed yanditika. Uchi process kuti achiwana title deed since akavaka kudhara. Fine. What does this guy do? He goes to report to Zkit, CID. Ndakutanga kushungurudzwa now kuti you are corrupt. And why did you even entertain this guy called title deed fraudulent? But title deed rakaitwa in Saturn that home council. and I tried to. So at times, this frustrates a lot of our clients, because now we are very careful, because a lot of these stories come to my office, and when they come, I take my time to study the file, to investigate. I give to my auditor to verify, my housing director to verify, and at times we even advertise to have this case yakati pana no objection here yekuti tipewe ichi stand mapepa, because vamwe vanonga vasina mapepa but vane madocuments anonga achiclaima kuti anenge asitori kukanso.
Okay.
So yeah, it's unfortunate. It then affects vamwe vanouya nemaissues avo emastands wobva wafunga kuti council haisi kuda kutibatsira, but we are it's only due diligence. Try kuti unoswera wakuzuzvurudzwa nezake, and people enjoy my headlines. Town Clerk, headline yekuti Town Clerk wasungwa inonakidza vanhu.
Arinotenga bepa.
Aiwa bepa rinotengwa mudara. You see.
And okay. I know kuti ye must then that if it akaipedza and times dzedu dzine dzichidyanana. Going back to the budget, and there's an article in the
Okay.
I've seen an article, and this article I'm not sure of Gutiaga originator of Papi.
Okay.
But I've seen it because it's a stakeholder resident in this stakeholder.
Okay.
And this stakeholder.
And this was
one of the questions was, why are you proposing a 15% increment per my rates? If we are benchmarking our bills in USD, and USD actual aisikukwira. In
Zkit article yacho. Yakatenda chezvo article iyoyo. But you see, my questions akabvunza issue yoyo achibva
that one there's the
nyaya yekuti why are you not getting money from government? Achibva he had issues around my levies.
The education levy, to be precise.
You see, but kana vanhu vachitaura, inini hangu ndinongoda kungokurudzira maresidents kuti kana pane munhu ari kutaura, chimbocherechedzai kuti ndiani ari kutaura.
Okay.
Wakaona munhu anoendesa mwana wake ku Falcon College kana kuti ku Loma Gand, and it's
munhu kune mahelipad.
Yes. Ari pa privileged position. And it. But tobva tadzoka kuno kusakubva kudanga mvura kugimboke. Tobva tati susu tine vana vedu vasiri kuenda kuchikoro vari kudzidzira pasi pemuti, kana kuti vasiri kutowana. Do you know kuti kugimboke tikatoda kuti very strict kuti ngaticlosei my illegal schools ese, vana vari koko havana kwavanokwanisa kuenda kunodzidza. Kune crisis yezvikoro.
Okay.
So kana isu taita suggest, it's a consultation. We did not force this on residents.
Okay.
And it's
so it's not yet forced. It's not yet a policy.
Yes, it's a consultation process. All we did was to say, residents, look, we have a serious problem. Tine deficit at 30 schools. Vana vedu ndo vasiri kuenda kuchikoro. Council kuti kwanze kuvaka inovaka nemari inobva kumaresidents. Ngatibatanidzei $1 pamucha wega. Ounza $12. Tikwanise kubvisa vana pasi pemuti, kubvisa vana mumadrugs vauye kuchikoro. Tovaka zvikoro. We have demonstrated in the past 3 years. Kuti tikapiwa ma-resources, we can deliver the schools. Saka ini advice yangu ndeyekungoti kana uri kudimboke, usafurirwe nemunhu ari kugara kuHarare. Anoshanya kwamutare.
Implying you know the source of the...
I know. Andingazotaura zvangu zita panapa. But at times you feel kuti, and this person is someone who is in a leadership position. Anofana kunge ari kutibatsira. Is in a leader position in government. And it's the anofana kunge achitibatsira kuti mari zvaisina kuuya devolution and
how do we follow it up?
Yeah, how do we follow it up? Obva wauya kwandiri obva kuti aiwa iwewe hatisi kuda kunzwa uchitaura nyaya yeinflation ende unopiwa mari negovernment. Reality ndeyekuti zvinhu zvekuplanwa negovernment zvakawanda, mari haisi kukwana. But you can have a local solution. Kana government yati mari haisi kukwana zvokureva kuti takupeta maoko here. We can come together as a community.
Baba Mumba ari pamba pake.
Yes.
Anotsvaga ma-solutions padhuze naye.
Ndizvo
tozozviona tagara mamwe ma-meeting. But tombogadzira driveway yavo.
Exactly. Saka uri kuona kuti issue yakaita yekunzi 14%. It's there. You know, inflation kana ichitaurwa haingonzi one figure across. Kune masector inflation rates ariko. Reality yekuti pipe cost yekutenga pipe yakaita 100% increase. Ma-chemicals ane percentage yawo
I was actually reading kuti cement 42% this week. Yeah.
You see, izvo cement yakutengeswa $17-18 in some shops. But it was $11 kutanga kwegore.
Yeah.
You see, so their sector inflation rates. So the reality iripo, and what we are saying is we want to sustain. Mukatasa kuti ma-questions edu taiti there's an increase yatiri kuti is a minimum yekuti tikwanise kusustain zviripo, hatisi kuda kuti zviparare. Kozita there's an increase yekuti tinokwanisa kuvaka tichivandudza beyond zviripo zvayo.
Okay. And then there was a suggestion here, external audit. Is that feasible?
External audit, we are always subjected to external audits, Lampy.
Okay. Mandatory.
It's mandatory in terms of the law. To know audit, one auditor general as a local authority. And I'm happy to advise our schools, you know, we took over administration control of resources in our schools in the past 3 years. And the first year, we had a very bad audit outcome. But the results that just came out, our schools are coming up on a clean page.
Okay.
So, audit irikuitwa not only ku council, irikuitwa kuma schools na auditor general.
Also, and even all your projects are audited.
Yes, even Pungwe breweries is also audited. Na auditor general.
Okay.
So, mentality yekuti kana ndisiri nindaita hapana zvaitwa.
Kana ndisiri ndaita zvakadhara.
Aiwa. No, that is very wrong. You see.
Panyaya development ipapa. I remember takaita groundbreaking urban renewal.
Yes.
Is that a council project? First things first.
Yes. Urban renewal.
I think for Sakuva.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that a project for council?
Yeah, it's a council project.
Where are we now?
Unfortunately, urban renewal to hit a challenge, but the model included quoting financial institutions to fund.
Okay.
But the uptake has not been very good, particularly for the housing side.
Okay.
But I'm happy we managed to partner with NASA. We formed a company which is called Sakuva Industrial Hub.
Okay.
And this company, as we speak, is preparing a relocation site. Yekumbobvisa vanhu vari pagreen market kuti vanombonoenda pedyo nepaquest paya.
Okay.
Kuitira kuti paya pavakwe totarisira kuti by December next year tofanira kuti tichicommissiona revamped green market as part of urban renewal. Okay. But on the housing side, we are trying, but in the current budget we have said let's also start conversations with banks to see, you know, a model that they think
so this also automatically means there are some people achambo move also those by you cannot urbanize without having to clear the area.
Yes, wanafana kutomba ubva face kuti pavako.
Do you think people will be willing to?
It's in their interest. Unoona patakagadzira road Simon Mazorodzi.
That's Simon Mazorodzi.
A number of business persons came to my office fuming. kuti you've disturbed our business, hatisina kufamba nako, we cannot access our premises, are disorganized. Yeah, so but I just politely said, no guys, I hear you, unfortunately we cannot stop this project. It's in your interest. This is a short-term setback, but you should look into the future. I'm sure they enjoy the road now.
It's very nice. It's smooth. I always go to Trouble's office.
So it's the same thing in the green market. Relocation is just a temporary setback. In any case, wanongokuwana ifuti kupi ikoko hapana paruzomuzi pane vamwe vachisara vachishandira apo, saka hatichaona maclients. Vanhu vanoda green market vachangotoera kupi ikoko. Kana tavaka chinhu chakanaka, vane pekushandira pakanaka.
Okay. And we recently had the Sanganai, and it got me thinking. We are a tourist destination as a province, first things first. And I grew up in the Jenda Pasira. But one of the places is not Rwanda. Nasi lucky mvunzo yangu yese.
You're pouring out.
So I always used to go to Sisukopi. Would see buffaloes, would see rhinoceros, would see elephants, would see zebras, would see. Now there's just one crocodile. Are there any plans to revamp Sisukopi? What's the plan?
Yeah, Sisukopi is council property. And pane tenant aripo wanga watakapa kuti varane that project. And in the interest of avoiding legal issues, I will not comment much. But all I can say is we are equally concerned in the steps that we are looking into, so that we engage to make sure that Sisukopi is revived. But as a city, we are courting partners to work on reviving not only Sisukopi, but our mountains.
Okay.
Floods are more akutonya kukonzereswa nekuti makomeda deforestation you see. So runoff kana ichibva mugomo munotakura mavhu akawanda, drainage atiku clear 2 minutes anenge adi akloga foot you see. And property vanhu vakurasikirwa neproperty zvakanyanya. So we are looking at reviving, reforestating our Dangamvura mountain in our Christmas mountains, and to revive also the Sisukopi, so that we can also be a tourist destination. Currently, in terms of tourism, we are just a conduit, Okay. We host tourists who are in transit.
Yeah.
To
because I believe Nyanga, Chimani, yeah. So are there any plans? Are you working together with other councils or district councils?
Currently, we are working on a paper which should then be a proposal for consideration by local authorities on how we can, coordinate tourism activities within the province. Properly managed, properly coordinated and marketed, Manicaland is a province in terms of tourism options. It offers more options than before.
True.
And yes, you see, it can equally challenge, Vic Falls. So, I've traveled a lot. There are countries like Dubai, Singapore. Much of their revenue is coming from tourism, but their tourism is mostly engineered. Tourism, whereas we have natural, tourism options. So we just need to work on a solid plan and properly market it, properly manage it.
Do we keep it natural, or we also add a bit of engineering into it to, thinking of the future?
Yeah, there are proposals for cable cars within the city. That's engineered tourism. You see.
I cable can't hide do to a video. Do you want to do that? So I can imagine, like maybe could a proposal on doing cable cab.
All right.
Do to a video. I will remarry my wife.
All right.
Okay. What else? That sounds very interesting.
Yeah. So that's the plan. We're still on the drawing board. Yeah, but it's a long-term plan.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. It is hoping that the synergies and the paper, comes into motion or whatever.
Yeah, it's not easy, but we are trying to make sure that it happens.
Because it would be nice kuti unonyasobva kwako. I understand kuti Mutasa ndo ingangoita the bigger airport.
Yes,
it would be very nice if we can synergize.
Yeah, long term, yes. Because that Grand Reef cannot be expanded because of Makomaya.
Okay.
You see, these days we get some rains. We cannot fly because one they get in my lights.
Okay.
For night landing.
Okay.
So it has to be very clear for the plane to land.
Okay.
And Makomo from Kurumi, you see. So that's the disadvantage here, Grand Reef. So government has plans for a bigger airport in Mutasa.
As it is an airport to Mutasa, it is the capital city province.
No. For airports, it's always like that. Even in Zambia, the airport is far away from the CBD.
Okay.
It will grow towards the airports.
I'm not going to advise anyone. I want to think by myself because nikakupa advice munoning barira. Ngwara advice yangu ini ndisikuda nayo. Right.
Zvinozoita kuti tadze kukura izvo. Mune maidea akanaka moda kungwara.
Just for your information, tomorrow I'm traveling to Mutasa.
All right.
Anyway, pane nyaya yamambotaura early on, isusu team drinks zvidhakwa tunoifarira nyaya. Hey, Pungwe Breweries. So we can wrap up with this one. I had to put this one at the end because I get emotional.
Yeah,
I like to drink.
Pungwe Breweries. My issues are. We have tried to attend to the governance issues, and we are trying to revive that company. But the company got time in distress. Revive or foot time. I'm sure you can see so this other one of the major retailers.
Yeah.
Tsingataure mazita zvedu. It's very difficult to crawl back kana wambosinga. So Pungwe Brewery is still brewing. We have told them to confine their activities to brewing, and the council has taken over all beer halls. That are around, you see,
Makanso beer halls.
Yeah, one of the beer was really up. Pakamboita noise last year, which is tema magwere one.
Okay. We'll get back before we close. We'll get back to that one. Hey, let's finish the Pungwe one and then we can get back to that one.
So that bar we have listed it to Judicial Services Commission. There's going to be a court. Yes. It's a good development, particularly for us in Sakuva. But I'm sure next year mchataka kuona major renovations. One of the kupa justice. Then the other beer which we are yet to identify is going to be converted into a drug rehabilitation.
Okay.
one of the BIAOs, we're going to convert it to our academy center.
Okay.
Yatambotaura Ema Sports.
Hey.
The other BIAO, which
are you not destroying regression?
No, but sports is also, recreation. Kudanga mvura pachoro kamwe.
Court.
Yes.
Mova mati inini
Drug rehab. Then chiro kamwe is now a fire station.
Oh, okay. No, I applaud that one.
But you see, even drug rehab, even in sports academy, you see, Yema Biao concept Yema Biao Gudara, Aisha Shanda in this age. When these Biaos were making money, Lampy, councils then had a monopoly. Akuna muna itindiro tingisa pauki. Bia what wenze mugojo. Isitaka magazo uya wako.
Ndakarowa mugojo.
Oh, okay, all right. Funga pa
Ebulawayo.
Funga pa mwemere.
Mugojo
matukiga. So mugojo ahusisina market.
Okay.
That model aichashandi. And zvinoitika kupa kurana biao. When government liberalized this area, there's a lot that happens to lure clients to your BIAO.
Yeah.
Most of which is unorthodox, which a local authority cannot do. And
only us, the promoters.
You see. So at the end of the day, you cannot then stand the competition.
Yeah.
So that model, aichashandi.
All right.
So Mabia,
understandable.
we are better off converting them for other community uses.
Okay.
Sa clinic, wanaona utano, wesa ma sports, wafana kwanza kwa toma sports.
Kana ma church.
Wesa fire station.
Kana ma church.
Yeah, ma church. Kune problem one. Yekuti I receive thousands of applications for church stands every week. Zvaita slow down, but I have thousands of applications for stands. About the number of churches that we have in Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
It's shocking.
Is it only okay, churches Christianity? Apano mango ma religions request.
I didn't look at church in whether it's Islam or
okay.
Yes.
There's
another land. You to I say my church out. But we did a survey recently to tell us the patokwansa kusa my church stands the papi. We have around 30 spaces of Kwanza stands. Now, how do you allocate 30 stands to thousands of applications?
You
see, so it creates that problem, and we are now reconsidering if it is still an option to sell stands for churches. Rather,
for now you can't sell.
No, we can sell, but we are saying we are better off in terms of covering more churches. We are better off if we construct the building and lease it out to more churches who can share. Or we can just put an ablution facility and then we say you can pitch your stand from 8 to 10, then from 11 to 12 there's another church from... You see, and for
churches zinonetsa kuti pamweni pacho tine hari dzedu dzatoda kusiya pakona.
Unfortunately, izvozvo zvinomangoma issues anozonetsawo kuti some cannot coexist. But that's the reality iripo kuti when you have 30 stands but you are sitting on thousands of applications, allocation becomes very difficult. But if you create a model where 10 churches can share one space within a week, at least you can cover 300 churches from 30 stands.
I don't think I can be in your position. Your stress levels must be at an all-time high. Like these decisions.
Bakalori town clerk. When I started acting and after 6 months and ndakatanga kuona ndakutanga kuchena musoro.
Quick fast.
Yeah. And kubasa kwangu ndogara ndakarongedza mabegi because at times unogona kufunga kuti kuitira zvakanaka coordinates. But take for example my vendors. Government says clean up my vendors and it's the residents then say atina chokurarama ipapa ndo patoda kushandira. You are in between. And
you're a father, you're a son,
you see,
to everyone involved.
Utorione hama dzitori street food. You see, saka unobvoita munhu ane mwoyo wakashata ane utsinye
ndopandinoda kubva tasvika panyaya yedu yatambosirira yekuti imi munomirira kuti magwere asumuke kudaiwo mobva mazoenda
right. Ishe magwere yekugurwa
kwemagwere yambodi chivheti ba.
All right. Yemagwere you know, every year tunoenda paradio, tunoenda panewspaper, tunoita maflyers, tunoisa manotice mumagroups kuti vanoda pekurima endai kuhousing direct. Muratidzwe panotenderwa kuti murime. And it's
so there are actually spaces within the urban community panobvumirwa kurima.
Tinototendera. And it's but isusu tine maexperience edu anengatarisa kuti in terms of environment management apa panokwanisa kuti parimike nai. So vanhu zvavanonoita manje vanobva vaenda vanoignora manotice iwayo, totoisa zvikwangwani mumida imomo kuti pana baba rimwe vanouyawo chikora. And it's voisa magwere patobvisa tisina vanhu vakawanda ka. So at times it takes time kuti same team yamuri kuti have enforcement ndo inonobvisa marimwa, saka magwere at times anotokura. Like particularly our kutaura case zvakaitika ndezvekuti we were receiving complaints from the same community musakubva kuti this place pari kumagwa vanhu masikati chaiwo pakubatwa vanhu uro
ngunzu dziribatwa.
Yes, masikati chaiwo. And residents were requesting kuti vanhu vabva varima nemuroad mudrainage munofamba nemvura chaimo ndoma makaiswa
vange mune best pipe.
You see.
No.
So hatina kutomboslasha magwere zvezvokuti takanobvisa munda wese. We tried to be human but we also wanted visibility to improve. So takabvisa I think 2 meters from the tarmac. But chakaita viral baba. Ndakanzwa kutsva because from all corners and you can imagine kuti vakuru vese vanongachiti chichaitika. You see. So you know, people then exaggerated. Zvakanga zvaitika apa.
So we can all have it on record kuti hapana munda one wamakakwaza magwere ese.
Aiwa, munda tinobvisa Lampy.
Okay.
Like izvezvi kutaura kwatiri kuita kunoku vari kudyara tikupa notice. But you know, tinoita kuti tizotadza kubvisa mbeu dzese nenyaya yekuti tisina manpower yacho yokukavha town rese.
You know manje we translate it to you guys want to wait.
No.
Ndatotenga masaga inini.
Hazvisiri Lampy. Izvozvo so titori netimu inenge ichitotenderera ichidzidzisa vanhu nokuudza vanhu kuti musarimire pese pese. Dzimwe mbeu dzacho tichitobvisa. You can imagine kuti zvakakosta mari kuconstructa line reku danga mvura yakaita almost 20 years isina mvura. That community vanhu vakuya kuzorima musubjude that pipe kutoisa mihomba yembambaira
around the pipe.
You see. So there are consequences and that line is very expensive. Saka patinozoya tichidzura pai you will be looking at all those facts kuti right wangu munhu arima aruda mambaira but pawarimira pa that whole community danga mvura ingona kushaya mvura nenyaya yekuti wakudhiga wowikena panofamba nepaipi kana kuti waperforata vamwe vanotoboora pipe
kuti aite irrigation
can you imagine pane pipe inocrossa sakubva river yesuwa yanga yakaperforatwa that pipe baba yakatitorera 6 months because haiwanike mustoko yakatitorera 6 months kuti imanufacture kuSouth Africa izouya kuZimbabwe sewage ichiyerera ichipinda murwizi
apa munhu akazviita kuti iye
mapenalty achiuya kucouncil anenge achilevhwa neEmma.
Hey.
And you can imagine downstream kuti vanhu
and the funny part is no one knows kuti mimi you are also answerable to Emma.
You see zvakawanda izvozvo tine problem yema-demolitions vanhu vanoramba vachitaurirwa kunzi musavake pamusina kupirwa
kotakada inenge ruda umhanya kana ndinoda urwa
saka ndo zvinozoitika nawo kuti isusu hatina mwoyo wekuti tinofanira kupwanyira vanhu but vanhu vanofanira kuteedza mutemo kana woda kuita tax shop unouya kucouncil kana pasina land inenge isipo kana yavaipo but ukauya ukaisa tax shop pasingatenderwe we get a lot of stories dzekuti ndo maakutengeswa madrugs a lot of complaints atinoya kuti isaidha ari kuitwa mabrothel kana kuti ari kuitwa madrug zones
unsanctioned structures atinoita kubika tega
unregulated so tinokupai tsamba kana takupai tsamba takupai notice tinotarisira kuti munobvisa mega
kana hapana munhu anodestroyerwa asina kumbopirwa notice
no tinopa notice tinopa notice
then just so we can wrap up inini ndotaura nditogonoita zuva rese kutogona kuedzerwa there's I haven't witnessed this muno mamo mamutare. I don't know if it has ever happened. Pane vanhu vanozonzi makavaka pamawetland ozodestroyerwa. What are the circumstances around such things?
Wetlands problem tinayo izvo sort of commissioner study yekuti tiona kuti mawetlands edu isusu akaafeitwa angarevivwe sei but zvakaitika then not now but there's one issue yakanyanya kutrenda one wetland iri muno mamutare tisingataure zvedu zita but issue iyoyo ndeyekuti that piece of land chokwadi yakatengeswa necouncil to someone else and that person paid abhadhara akapiwa title deed but years later Chafesuka amumuoffice munhu akuda kuvaka
but akapiwa for other purposes
akatopiwa kuti aite zvekutodevelopa maproperties so there's a challenge now as a city we have run out of land because the option inenge iripo ndeyekuti can we compensate so that we protect mawetlands edu but still kana council iriyo yakapa munhu aikwanise kuti ndiyo inotanga kuramba futi kuti hatikwanise kukutengesera hazvina basa kuti zvakaitwa nemumwe administrator inini I take full responsibility yezvakaitwa necouncil kubva payakatanga
because izvozvizvi you are representing
exactly you see saka handikwanise kuramba inini kuti but process iripo we are then advising our residents kuti munhu avake there's a process inoitwa kana pakaita sezvezvezvi imimi munofanira kuti patino advertiswa moraisa objection that's how this process is done and that's how you correct it but the push was imimi chingoendai munongonobvisa munhu chete asi munhu angoya kuzongogara ipapo munhu akatogadzwa nekanzuru you see so those are different circumstances but we are equally concerned nenyaya yekuprotect environment kusanganisira mawetlands and the study that we have commissioned is going to help us because we are going to deploy experts to look into this issue and these experts will advise council kuti zvazvirizvi apa zvakatodhakwa apa you can revive it in this way So we are putting that effort.
All right, and I will not ask any further questions at the Ziba podcast. Thank you so much, Mr. Chafesuka. It is hoping that maybe first quarter we can then meet again and just go through some of the things that you have said you're hoping to do in 2026.
Certainly, we can do this every quarter. Take stock of how the budget is being implemented.
Yes.
You can ask any question.
All right.
This is your budget. It's a community budget. Take questions from the residents. Bring them.
I would definitely do that.
We discuss those questions and we'll give you information. Atina Jogowanza. Yes.
All right. Right, awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. KB Chafesuka, our town clerk, and we had a very lengthy discussion. Do remember to put your questions right here. Put them right here, and hopefully, spokesperson, all right. Remember, our Me podcast each and every other time. Subscribe, likey, and don't you forget to be in touch with Trouble. Don't you forget to be in touch with Machisota. That's for your sound studio, and for your film, videography, photography, get in touch with Trouble. And if you want to talk to me, just get in touch with me. Like Pasa.
Martin, mama drinks.